He wakes to the glow of Gotham's eternal twilight. But 'tis time. The skyline is off. Skyscrapers that don't belong, the distant clang of a subway. This isn't his city. Batman knows it instantly. He tests. The cowl comes out jammed. The fine print of the situation starts to set in. Someone has set a trap and, judging by the clues, it's a challenge. The first opposition comes swiftly. A familiar silhouette plummets into view. A beast covered in scales. Chelonic shell glinting under the moonlight. Spider-Man's old foe the lizard comes roaring in. But Arkham Batman, battle-worn and resourceful, isn't fazed. He tosses a flashbang, dances to the side as claws swipe by, and sidesteps, tail lashing. The difference. Batman's learned to exploit animal instincts. In a heartbeat, he jabs an antidote batarang into the lizard's exposed flank. Strength gives way to lethargy. Connors collapses. Batman's still on his guard. One down, plenty to go. The ground starts to rumble. A faint, overcharged hum, the telltale sign of someone packing hardware. Rhino, massive and armored, charges out. This time, finesse beats brute force. Batman ducks behind a pillar, activating explosive gel at critical choke points. He conserves motion, capitalizes on Rhino's own momentum, and on the third passatinates the gel, flooring the beast. Rhino is immobilized, stuck in reinforced concrete. Another threat neutralized. Batman keeps moving, scanning the unfamiliar city, aware there's no downtime between these fights. His earpiece crackles weakly. Artificial static whispers that this is only the beginning. The rooftop air suddenly feels charged electric. Even webs flicker with violent blue sparks. Electro floats above, lightning arcing between his hands, his face a sneer. In the Spider-Man world, brute force is often enough. Against the Arkham Batman, tactics reign. It's a classic tactical puzzle. How do you beat a living battery when your own gadgets are vulnerable to EMP? Batman anticipates the risk. His suit, after years of dealing with the likes of Electrocutioner and Ra's al Ghul's tech, can reroute and ground certain voltages. He deploys smoke, flings an insulated bat, and adapts his line launcher to cause a short in the rooftop's power system. Sparks fly, but this time Electro's the one who gets overloaded, crashing onto the rooftop unconscious. Batman keeps a wary distance, waiting for the suit's readings to stabilize before moving on. He's given no chance to rest. The shadows twist, and a more familiar opponent greets him. Black Cat, wielding both agility and alluring misdirection. But if anyone in this city can resist her charms, it's Bruce Wayne. Under the hood, his discipline outmatches her flirtation. She taunts, throws gadgets, but Batman counters every move with precise timing, locking her wrists with bat cuffs before she can vanish. Sudden gadgets flicker from the Skylinoscorp drone swarm, directed by the sinister laughter of Norman Osborn, now unmasked and fully Green Goblin. Pumpkin bombs arc through the sky. Arkham Batman's empty belt wouldn't cut it, but his detective vision, his ability to analyze and adapt on the fly, sure would. He maps flight patterns, targets drone clusters with precision-aimed explosive gel, and times a grapnel to rip Goblin off his glider. The two tumble, but Wayne's experience wrestling Killer Croc and Bane shows. The fight is dirty, and Batman doesn't hold back. Osborn goes down. Sand crunches underfoot. A new threat coalesces, the room filled with rising banks of sand. Sandman towers overhead, a hulk of whirling grit and stone. Spider-Man might rely on sheer agility, but Batman thinks deeper. He triggers nearby water mains, floods the battlefield, and uses cryo-grenades to solidify the sand. Bits of Marco collapse, immobilized in ice and sludge. Arkham ingenuity at work. One by one, the gauntlet escalates. Vulture dives. Batman brings him down with EMP nets. Mr. Negative, thriving on darkness, finds his corruption countered by Batman's mind, hardened against toxin and terror. Kingpin, a behemoth, tries brute force. Batman parries with calculated strikes, using Kingpin's weight against him in a satisfyingly technical brawl. Finally, at the culmination, Dr. Octopus descends for limbs, mind sharper than most other villains combined. It is a chess match, Batman's martial prowess against Octavius' intellect and mechanical brutality. Batman sacrifices gadgets, drawing Octopus into close quarters, deliberately baiting tentacle strikes, then disables hydraulic joints with precision explosives. The battle is closer than any before, but in the moment of crisis, Batman's resilience overtakes Octopus's desperate flailing. Bloodied, exhausted, he surveys the ruin. The Gauntlet, a rogues gallery from a different city, lies defeated. But this victory isn't just strength of arms. It's resourcefulness, experience, and an unyielding will. That's what makes the Arkham Batman dangerous in any universe. In the end, a portal hums open in the distance. Another city and other challenge. Batman holsters his last battering, steps forward, and disappears into the night. Wherever the world throws him next, he knows one thing: with enough preparation and determination, he can survive any gauntlet of someone else's.